It's always funny to me when people online get called out on their BS, and that is exactly what has happened right now with Reforged Gaming. He was claiming that there were tons of people calling Resident Evil 9's lead protagonist ugly, yet gamers are wrecking him, saying that's just not true. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, of course, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Sometimes you might find something beautiful that someone else does not, and it wouldn't be shocking to know that somebody out there in existence doesn't think that this protagonist is pretty, but it's not an overwhelming amount of people. Really, I personally haven't seen any just on social media during discussions about this game. Everybody seems super excited for it. Everybody's looking forward to it. We can't wait for more information. And the lead character is very pretty. She's not ugly. She's not a DEI hire, at least in my opinion, of course. And to say that, oh, there are tons of people doing this is just not true. So if you don't know, they did officially announce Resident Evil 9. It was officially revealed at Summer Games Fest. We don't really have that much information on it, but I can give like kind of a summary of the trailer. It appears to confirm a destroyed Raccoon City, which was nuked at the end of Resident Evil 3 via city shots that perhaps suggest open world game design. There's a brief look at Raccoon City's police department in ruins, and we may have a brand new playable character on our hands in the form of the FBI technical analyst Grace Ashcroft, who is investigating a series of strange deaths, and she's ordered to return to the scene of her mother's murder, and in doing so must face her past. We see Grace step to a gurney and hear a mysterious figure say, "I know now that you're the one I've been searching for, special one, chosen one." Is he talking about Grace? If Grace is a playable character, is she the only one? Or established Raccoon City and, of course, Resident Evil characters like Leon in the game unplayable? We don't have any other information, but the initial trailer was actually really solid. Of course, we did not see any gameplay, but we know at this point kind of what to expect from Resident Evil, so I don't think it's as important as if it was a brand new game. And I do think that we got quite a bit of information. I think that it looks really cool. I, of course, am a big Resident Evil fan, though, so I'm kind of a simp for this franchise. I hope they do right by it. But Reforge Gaming, Mr. Woke himself, decided to post over on X, dudes are calling the Resident Evil 9 lead protagonist ugly. An epidemic of loneliness and misery is truly making some of you insane. And of course, this is all bait. This is clearly engagement farming, given it has 738,000 views, 1.5k comments, 849 reposts, and 8.3k likes. I mean, he is literally just trying to farm engagement, and he got called out on his BS. Oh my goodness. He might have 8k likes, but I haven't really seen anybody supporting him. I haven't really seen anybody talking about, oh, how they agree and they've seen so much of this. Now, he did go and actually today, when I'm recording this video, put up a post that's got almost no interaction saying, look, I was correct. Somebody did this. And it's just somebody saying, Protag looks woke, huge Resident Evil fan, but that greatly diminishes my interest in this. I don't give a fuck if left-wing pussies are triggered by this. I prefer my women in video games, not ugly. So he's basically one-guying. Oh, well, I did see this post, and so you have to believe that it was true. He's still getting wrecked, though. Hypnotic said, it kind of sucks knowing that this is going viral and you simply made this shit up as bait and it worked. Good job, it's true. I mean, he's just looking for interaction. Now, of course, while I am making this video, I am giving him exposure, but ultimately, you guys aren't going to go and support him. You're not going to go and say, oh my gosh, he's correct, and I'm going to give this a thumbs up and follow him and repost it. Like, that's clearly not going to happen, so it's not affecting him in any way that he could deem as positive. If that were true, I would have said it, but I don't think she's ugly, and you got it all wrong. This is just you baiting. Literally, no one is saying this. She looks fine. Show us who said it. Hey, Savvy, he showed one guy. Come on, sister, you should understand that that's all that it takes for proof. I think that it's so funny because she's very pretty. She's a pretty character. And sure, if you're going to sit here and say that, oh, a couple people claim she's woke or she's ugly, and she's a DEI hire, it just goes to show the state of the video game industry. If we trusted companies that they weren't just adding a female in order to push more diversity into a game, if that didn't happen so often, we wouldn't be worried about it and we wouldn't be pointing it out. But because the industry is in such a bad state and because we can't trust companies, now we have to question every single move they make. But no, he's not going to blame the companies or the mainstream. He's going to blame you for asking a question. I have not seen a singular person say that she was ugly. I mean, I took to X and I tried to look and I really couldn't find anything. But of course, he's got one post, guys, so that's all that matters. Nah, she's cute. They don't know what they're talking about. Community notes with the slam dunk. He did get community noted that basically said he was engagement farming, and he deserved it. Nice bait. You forgot your pronouns and activist groups in bio. I mean, he's getting absolutely wrecked by gamers, and you love to see it because it is true, right? He can sit here and say that, oh my gosh, people are saying this, and you're the problem in the video game industry, but it's people like him that are also a problem. So if I'm a problem, so are you, because you're pushing a narrative that there's tons of gamers, there's an overwhelming amount of gamers who are fighting against this, who do not like this, when that just isn't the case. You say, oh my gosh, you guys need to get a life, you know, as his quote says, an epidemic of loneliness and misery is truly making some of you insane, when that literally is not the case. All you are doing is pushing this narrative that gamers are chuds and they're losers and they're lonely and they're misery for calling out a character, questioning a character, but in this case, it isn't even really happening. All you are doing is trying to frame gamers as being losers, which is pathetic on your end. You are a very pathetic person. Now, of course, he doesn't particularly care. He just cares about getting a couple of dollars from his ex post, but if he gets community noted, he doesn't make any money off of that. So boo-hoo, cry me a river and float upstream. I had also posted that this is complete bait and tons of you were commenting saying I've seen nothing but positivity towards the game since the actual minute it was announced. Game journalists are seething right now. At least she's not having the weird part shaved, part not hairstyle. Yeah, I completely agree. If you think about Jill and Claire, then this might be a downgrade, but so is Ethan, and Resident Evil 7 was awesome. Yeah, I mean, there are bombshells within Resident Evil, like Ada, for example. But not every character has to be that way, and regardless, she's a very, very pretty protagonist. So I'll be keeping my eye on this game. Of course, I'm very excited for it to release. I love Resident Evil. I'm super hyped for it, as I'm sure a lot of you are as well. But we're seeing some woke losers attack gamers as losers, projecting, because they're claiming that there's backlash to the lead protagonist of RE9 being ugly when that just really isn't the case. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.